So the show is a packed one. We basically just want to educate you on what to expect come August the 8th. We have such a spectacular setup here. Of course, we are coming to you live from the Swiss Lenana Mount Hotel. We have a setup that looks like a polling station, actually pretty much a polling station, and we have officials from the IEBC with whom we shall be doing a live simulation of what to expect come that day. And the lady who will be taking us through this is Joyce Ekwam, who is the manager for voter education at the IEBC. Many thanks for joining us, Joyce.
Thank you so much.
So let's just start right from the morning. We are waking up the 8th of August. What do I expect as a voter when I'm coming to my polling station?
Yes, thank you very much. On the morning of 8th of August, at around 5:30, the presiding officer will ensure that the polling station is ready. The ballot papers are ready. The ballot boxes are also available and ready. They will also ensure that there are polling officials with him who are ready before opening the polling station officially. And therefore, 6 on the dot, we will ensure that the polling station is officially open by making a public announcement that the polling station is officially open.
So they will go, yes, through the media.
Yes, right. Through the media, and therefore even announcing to the people. Remember, it's now 6 o'clock, and therefore people, the voters are queuing at the door, and therefore he announces, or they announce, that the polling station is now officially open to the voters present. And after that, the first voter comes in through the door, and therefore after that, yes. We have a voter coming in through the door. The first person the voter meets is our clerk with the KIMS kit. The KIMS kit is integrated electoral management system. This is the kit that is going to be used to identify that particular voter. So a voter must come with an original Kenyan ID or the passport that the voter used during registration. That must be clear. The two requirements are either a national ID card that is original or a Kenyan passport that a person used during the voter registration exercise. So once we reach here, the voter gives the ID to our clerk for checking. The clerk checks the face of the voter vis-a-vis the photo on the ID, checks also whether the voter has voted by checking the mark we usually put at the small finger of the voter. So this one is clearly showing that this voter has not voted. And therefore we proceed to check this voter biometrically in the KIMS kit. And therefore the voter is requested to place a finger on the KIMS kit. As you can see.
This is Prudence?
Right.
Yes.
But this has been able to identify her.
Yes.
So of course then I have a question at this point.
Yes.
In that event that this kit cannot identify her biometrically.
Yes. Once this voter is not biometrically identified by the kits, we proceed to the second step of identification by scanning the ID, scanning the backside of the ID using the biometric KIMS kit. That shows.
The details come
yes, and the details pop out.
All right.
So this voter has been successfully identified.
Okay, so that's the first step.
That is the first step. Once the voter has been identified, we proceed to give this voter the 6 stamped ballot papers, starting with the presidential ballot paper, stamped at the back.
So will they be stamping it there, or does it come stamped?
No, it does not come stamped. As you can see, it is folded. Vertically. Then we go to the second ballot paper, which is a member of the National Assembly is the second ballot paper they are given. Then the third paper is the member of National Assembly. That is the paper we are going to give this voter. The fourth ballot paper is a senatorial ballot paper, which is yellow in color. It's yellow in color.
Are the colors actually
These are the
what
colors.
should expect?
Yes, because as we shall be seeing when the voter will be casting these ballots, the color of the ballot paper corresponds with the color of the lid of the ballot box. So we proceed to the county woman member to the National Assembly is the fifth ballot paper we give after stamping to this voter. And the last one is a gubernatorial election ballot paper, which is also stamped at the back. So after this 6 ballot paper, she has all the 6. The law says the voter shall receive 6 stamped ballot papers. They will also be expected to cast the same number of the ballot papers. So after here, the voter proceeds to the polling booth, where they will mark these ballot papers in secret.
So even as she does that,
yes.
You say the law requires that you make a decision on all the 6.
Yes.
So what if I've made up my mind on just 4, and those are the ones I want to cast?
Yes. We go as per the law, and we are required, the voter is required to mark and cast the 6. We usually experience examples of voters who come in expecting that just to vote for 1 or 2 elective positions. But the message we are sending out there, even for ballot paper reconciliation, we require all these ballots to be marked and marked correctly before casting.
Correct.
Yes. Otherwise, we will not be able to reconcile our ballot papers, and the number received in the morning will not be able to reconcile. And again, we conduct 6 elections in one day, and therefore that is the reason why a voter is required to elect leaders of their choice on that particular day.
Yes. The voter is going to
cast.
Decide?
Yes, yes, in secret.
Right.
Yeah. Once that voter is there, the voter is allowed to come. If they are not able to read nor write, they are allowed by law to come with a person to assist them.
All right.
Yeah, and this person is supposed to be 18 years of age, have an original ID, so that they are oathed to maintain the secrecy of the ballot. And so if this voter, yes, the assisting voting is well elaborated and well clearly placed, and therefore if this voter is coming to be assisted and does not come with a person to assist them, they are allowed to be assisted by the presiding officer. But at that point, at that point when the presiding officer assists this voter, the law requires that one of the agents will come to witness how that is done. Yeah. So that is the only time an agent can come to witness the voting process. But when a voter comes with their own persons to assist them, then nobody else except the 2 of them are supposed to be seen at the polling. Are you encouraging
that in that case, just to promote the integrity and the secrecy of that vote, that when somebody needs to be assisted, that if they can come with somebody to assist them?
Yes, and the message is out there. If a voter is not able to cast their vote for various reasons, either they're not able to see well, or they are aged, or some disability that will not enable them to cast their vote personally, then the law allows that they come with somebody to assist them.
Okay. Yeah. So let's assume our voter has cast all the 6.
Yes. And so the voter is still taking his time.
Yes. Do all of them.
Yes.
So that we can move to the next step. Maybe I'll just.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just take them so that we move to the next step now.
Yeah.
All right. So she's made all her.
She's cast all her votes.
Yes.
Yeah. Make sure that the white one goes in the ballot box
So to the
with the
corresponding
corresponding lid of the lid.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just what we didn't talk about was looking at these boxes to ensure that it did not
Don't
have
have
any
any-
stuff. So at which point does that happen?
Before opening the polling station.
Okay.
The agents and the media and the people who are witnessing the process have to be shown that actually these ballots are empty before sealing.
Okay.
Yep.
But of course, in our simulation, we are supposed to be having a media agent, and
Yes,
the
and
rest will also ensure that.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So that's
Yes.
done,
Yes.
gone, and the
Yes.
next
Yes.
person then comes in.
Yes.
So there are questions that would follow. For example, if the internet is down,
Yes.
does that automatically mean that you cannot identify the voters electronically?
If, for example, the KIMS kit fails to work completely, we will have a printed register in each polling station. This is, the printed register will only be used when the KIMS kit fails completely. It is just a backup, such that in case of such an event, we are able to allow Kenyans to vote leaders of their choice. But we have made provisions to ensure that the KIMS kit works. For example, we have an extra battery for that KIMS kit. We also have a power bank for the same kit. We also have extra kits, just in case one goes faulty, then we are able to quickly correct that anomaly and allow the voting process to proceed without any disturbance.
Okay, so just also please educate us a bit about the whole transmission of these votes and the tallying and the announcement, because the system that we have now is a bit different from what we had in 2013. And just talk to us about what is a presiding officer supposed to do and how then this goes to the National Tallying Center in Britain.
Okay, thank you very much. We have tallying sheets.
Yes.
We have forms that we fill at the polling station.
Right.
They are called Form 34A. This presiding officer fills in the valid votes in favor of every candidate, collects them and makes a total for each candidate. After the Form 34A series is filled for every elective position in that polling station, a scan of that form is taken using the KIMS kit. It's just like taking a photo of the same, and that is sent to the constituency tallying center. It will also be received at the National Tallying Center. Therefore, before even the physical forms arrives at the constituency tallying center, the photo of the same will have been taken, scanned, and sent. So the returning officer at the constituency level will have received those results even before the presiding officer arrives there. But I need to make something clear here. Right. Before the form is transmitted electronically, or before the results are transmitted electronically, the political party agents and even the independent candidate agents have to witness and ensure that every figure entered into the form that is in the KIMS kit is correct. And even the totals are correct before the presiding officer transmits the same to the returning officer at the constituency level, right, and before we even receive that at the national level.
All right.
Yep.
And just how well trained are your officials at the polling stations? Are they, well familiar with the KIMS kits?
Yes, the training is going on right now as we speak. We have 6 clerks, we have the presiding officers, we have the returning officers having been trained. The training that is going on now is the training for the presiding officers and their deputies. And next week, we shall be on training for the clerks, who will be sitting to enable the process is going on without any obstacles. So that, yes, the training is very thorough. they are being taken through practical steps on what to expect, for example. That's why we are saying if it's a ballot paper, they have to see a sample ballot paper and their respective colors. If it is about using the KIMS kit, it's very clearly provided that they will be touching, feeling, and doing demos with the KIMS kit they will be using during that day.
Right.
So the training is very thorough.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, what would be your biggest fear, or the one thing that as IEBC, you hope will not happen, because if it did, it would hinder, the credibility and the integrity of the process?
The credibility and the integrity of the process is assured. So IEBC is prepared 100%. We have nothing to fear. That backups are there for the KIMS kit. We also have a printed register that will be used in case the biometric identification of the voter will not be done because of faulty KIMS kit. So we have put many things in place to ensure that everything will be just going right on the election day.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Joyce Ekwam is the manager for voter education at the IEBC. I also thank the entire team that was here today just to give you education that is all too important as we edge ever closer to this day, the 8th day of August 2017. Right now, I want to take a short break. When we come back, I shall be sitting with an amazing panel just to talk further about, away from the education, what are the other issues to think about and to talk about as we await the 8th of August? Don't go too far.